Hello everyone, welcome to CNA, the daily newspaper analysis. So today is 14th of November. Let's start the analysis of today. This is me and my relevant working experience. If you want to join our WhatsApp as well as our Telegram groups, you can join in via the links given in the description section below. Also, we are on with this IGP program where already the sessions has started, and to book your slots in this IGP programs, you can call us via our number or you can scan this code for further details. This is the content of today. First case है loss and damage fund, digital advisory policy, fifth India US 2+2 ministerial dialogue, exploring employment opportunities for transgenders in armed forces, and relevant prelims facts. So key essay, first of all, loss and damage fund is in sharp focus due to the upcoming UNFCCC conference of parties to be held in UAE. So loss and damage fund, key hoy to. So it is a financial mechanism designed to address the irreversible consequences of climate change that cannot be avoided or mitigated through adaptation efforts. Adaptation efforts kunburok kobole jao ami. So they are some of the proactive response to climate change, the art of survival, using which communities and countries makes deliberate choices to prepare for and cope up with climate related challenges. So therefore, this fund recognizes and aims to compensate for the real losses incurred by the communities, countries and ecosystems, and thereto because of the impacts of climate change. So আজি আমি তেনেকুৱা বহুত ধৰণৰ জেনেসিস দেখিছো য'ত আমি এই চ্যালেঞ্জেস কিছুমান দেখা পাওঁ. So we have seen the challenges regarding the loss and damage fund, developed nations reluctance, then we can see the uncertainty surrounding the fund, diplomatic breakdown and global consequences. তো তাৰ লগতে আজি আমি বহুতখিনি COP25, COP26, COP27 and even in the COP28 we are trying to project more and more things associated with this particular summits. Okay, so tar logote ami global commitment lagibo, transparency and structure lagibo, inclusive diplomacy lagibo, security mitigation lagibo, and through these ways we can make the global commitment as well as the survivability of the global citizens in a proactive way in the coming time period. Okay, so heikini kotha ke yat gote likha ase, so heikini tumalake sai lole it will be more focused for your upcoming exams. Question detail dis sai loba. Next, Digital Advertisement Policy 2023. So কি কয় Digital Advertisement Policy 2023? So Centre approved korile a particular policy too. So the Union government has approved the new policy allowing its advertising wing, the CBC, to undertake advertisement campaigns on social media, OTT platforms and other digital media. So objective ki hoy empowering the Central Bureau of Communications for digital media campaigns, and therefore there is a need for a digital advertisement policy. So this digital advertising refers to marketing through online channels such as websites, streaming content and more. So Azi, what are the key features of this advertisement policy? So yate enable kora goise and empower kora goise CBC to undertake campaigns in the digital media space. In response to this evolving media landscape, the policy makes a pivotal moment in the CBC's missions to disseminate information and create awareness regarding various schemes, programs and policies of the government. So today when we refer to this particular policy, this policy mainly aimed to undertake campaigns in the digital media space to protect themselves from the upcoming threats that can be through the internet, through the websites, through the apps, through the OTT platforms. Okay, so এইবিলাকৰ through di ami transparency build up কৰিব খুজিছো, and also to suspend or decline the number of empanelments that we can see today in this context of the platforms. So আজি যদি মই CBC কথা ক'বলৈ যাওঁ, nodal ministry কোন হ'ব? Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Okay, and what is the main mandate? It is to create awareness and disseminate information about various government programs, schemes and policy in India. Our headquarters kor hobo? In Delhi. Very importantly. Okay, so when I say about CBC, tumalke mok koa about MEITY, Ministry of Information Technology. ইয়াৰ লগত তোমালোকে মোক অলপ IT Actৰ কথা কোৱা. আৰু IT Act খন 2008ত এটা এমেণ্ডমেণ্ট আনিছিল. সেই এমেণ্ডমেণ্ট থ্ৰু দি পেলাই আমি কি ইনচাৰ্ট কৰিছিলোঁ, কি ৰিপিল কৰিছিলোঁ, সেই কথাখিনি তোমালোকে মোক কমেণ্ট ছেকশ্যনত কোৱা. অ'কে, কুৱেশ্যন ডিটেইলছ চাই ল'বা. নেক্সট, 5th India US 2+2 ministerial dialogue. So recently, the Indian Defense Minister and External Affairs Minister met their counterparts from the US government for the 5th time in this 2+2 ministerial dialogue held in New Delhi. Okay, আৰু এইটো 2018 পৰা চলি আহি আছে. Okay, so 2+2 meetings ot ki hoy? It signifies the participation of the two high-level representatives ministers alongside the foreign and the defense portfolios. Are we meeting to aim ki kore? Enhancing the scope of dialogue between them. So this in turn helps to build a stronger, more integrated strategic relationship in a rapidly changing global environment. Okay, so Azi with the US, we have to think about this. Azi ami US logot koru. Ami with other countries, India held 2+2 meetings such as Australia, Japan, United Kingdom, Russia. Okay, so enuka logot ami koru. So main significance ki hoy? Strengthening cooperation. Aru tar uprot it directly makes a threat to the global enemy or the common enemy, which is basically China. Our institutions bilake, setups bilake, are challenging several established norms and aspects of change kori pelai. Okay, so India also talks to Russia through 2+2 dialogues, keeping in mind its security and energy interest and the country's historical depth relations with India. Okay, so mainly আজি আমি through this 2+2 meetings আমাৰ বহুতখিনি success হৈছে, যেনেকৈ আমি লেমোৱাৰ কথা ক'বলৈ যাওঁ, লজিষ্টিক এক্সচেঞ্জ মেমৰেণ্ডাম অফ এগ্ৰিমেণ্ট, দেন কম কাছাৰ কথা ক'বলৈ যাম আমি. Okay, তোমালোকে মোক কোৱা about what is লেমোৱা, what is কমকাছা and what is বেকা. এই তিনিটাৰ কথা কোৱা. This is a result of the 2+2 exercises only. Okay, so এইটো যিহেতু আহিছে, এইটো ৰিচেণ্টলি নিউজত আছে, so it is very important for this particular mechanism. Question দি থৈছোঁ, চাই ল'ব পাৰা. Next, exploring employment opportunities for transgenders in armed forces. So mainly ইয়াতে কি কথা কৈছে? Inclusion of transgenders in the armed forces. So the Indian armed forces are looking at possible employment opportunities for transgenders and the role they could perform while examining the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019 and its implications. Okay, so LGBT rights in India, kiman ase? 480,000 transgenders. And we all know that through lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender, rights in India have been evolving rapidly and they still face social and legal difficulties. And the country has repealed or modified or read down its colonial era laws, Section 377. R82 in 2018, the landmark decision of Navjit Singh Johar versus Union of India, the Supreme Court of India decriminalized consensual homosexual intercourse by reading down Section 377 of the IPC. So as if I background of 2014 Nalsa case, very important. Types of 2019 Act, important. Our types of this Act is basically under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So আজি আমি এই যিমানখিনি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট চেলিয়েণ্ট প্ৰভিজনছ আছে, এই প্ৰভিজনছখিনি আমি জানিব লাগিব. ট্ৰান্সজেণ্ডাৰ পাৰ্চন কোন হয়, কেনেকৈ তেখেতসকলৰ প্ৰহিবিশ্যন আমি ৰখাব পাৰোঁ, কেনেকৈ তেখেতসকলক আইডেণ্টিফাই কৰিব লাগিব, কি মেজাৰ্ছ লোৱা গৈছে, কি অফেন্সেছ আছে ফৰ দ্য ডিছক্ৰিমিনেশ্যনছ এণ্ড অলছ' দ্য নেশ্যনেল কাউন্সিল ফৰ ট্ৰান্সজেণ্ডাৰ্ছ পাৰ্চন. এই গোটেইখিনি কথা আমি জানিব লাগিব. Now, what is the possibility of transgenders being given an entry in the armed forces? So, ইয়াতে আমি চাব লাগিব যে as report presenting by the Stated Committee on Personal Public Grievances that the MHA consider extending reservation benefits to transgender peoples in the CAPF. মোক ক'ব লাগে যে CAPF কেইটা ধৰণৰ আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াত পোৱা যায়. Okay, and মোক ক'ব লাগে that how CAPF is different from a paramilitary force. Okay, write down in the comment section. So, a suggestions to dia goise aji. So, let's see in the cultural integration of country today like us. So, ami etu post to accept koribo paru ne nwaru. Let's see it in the coming times. But mainly today, we have to focus most on their incorporation, because through their incorporations, we can see that recognizing their rights and addressing historical discrimination is very much vital for their upliftment. So, despite concerns about various things, be it their mental health, be it their environment, we have to strike a balance between inclusion and military readiness in this crucial thing. Okay, so India can chart a path towards a more inclusive future in its defense institutions if it takes over the transgenders into its ambit. Okay, so tar logot questions di thodisu sai loba. Next কিছুমান prelimsfacts আছে, কি আছে? Arrow 3 missile defense system. So Israel recently confirmed that it used sophisticated Arrow 3 missile interceptor against Iran-backed Houthi rebels. Houthi rebels কি হয়? মোক comment section কোৱা. Okay, so ইয়াতে Arrow 3 missile defense system or কথা গোটে লিখা আছে. So mainly আমি missile defense system বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুজো? So it is basically something which has been protecting a respective country from any form of missile that is basically coming in from a different territory. Okay, so ami etu khetrot amar S400 বহুত famous. Okay, air to air, surface to air missile system. Okay, very importantly etu sai loba aero 3 tapsot Portuguese coin. So recently a farmer in North Goa village found 832 copper coins in a pot buried in the soil, which were believed to be minted in Goa around 16th or 17th century when it was about Portuguese rule. So etu kane Portuguese rule ki hoy ki nohoy etu ami janato especially essential hoy, and mainly this thing is important for your art and culture portion. Okay, then this phreatomagnetic eruptions. So recently a new island emerged near Japan's Ogasawara island chain after an undersea volcano erupted. So phreatomagnetic eruptions ki hoy. So it involves both magma and water, and it typically interacts explosively, leading to concurrent ejection of steam and pyroclastic fragments. Very important. Sailoba ebilak bostu jehetu ebilak important hoy both for disaster management and also it can be useful for geography as well as environment. Very important. Okay, so you have to know about the location where it has been found. So G2 Ogasawara Islands, they are located basically in the northwestern Pacific Ocean, and it is also known by a name which is known as Bonin Islands. Okay, and therefore it is one of the famous UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Japan. Okay, so মোক ক'ব লাগে যে এই particular island to কেটা islands মিলি পেলাই compromise করে. Okay, so you have to write about that how many islands comprisingly forms this particular island. Okay, etu tumalke muk comment section ot koa kuntu island kotha kolo Ogasawara Island. Okay, so this is our academic team and our CNA team. Thank you all for